Alright, YouTube. It's been about a week since I brought the car home. Rodents had piled up a bunch of these pears in this pear tree. I had the engine covered, but they were in here, and now the spark plug wires are eaten and a bunch of other stuff. So I am going to flat sand the block deck one more time, brake clean everything. I ran a thread chaser through all the holes. I don't know if I want to run like a real tap through them or not. I'll figure that out when I get to that point. But in the meantime, I'm going to flat sand everything one more time, clean it all off, put the dowels back in, and I'm going to get the heads on tonight just to aid in keeping all the rodents and other shit out of the engine. So, without further ado, this is all I'm going to do. I've got a sanding block. I'm going to put a new paper on it. I'm just going to lay it flat on the block deck and go back and forth, up and down, back and forth, until I deem it good enough. Do the same to the other side, and then I'll show you the result. It's not rusty or anything any worse than it is. I mean, I put chain oil on it after I last sanded it. I mean, it's still in pretty good shape, but I want to just give it one more good sanding. I've already spun the lifters, make sure that they're still free in their bores, and so yeah, I'll check back with you. Well, I had sprayed brake clean in the bolt holes one more time just to clean them out, and I forgot. Well, I left my air compressor at the ranch. Luckily, Mom had one of these little guys. This thing's pretty badass. It's a little tiny air tank powered by a Ryobi battery and fills up pretty quick, and for small jobs like blowing out bolt holes and everything else, it's pretty convenient. No cables, just a battery and the hose. Alright, YouTube, I got one head on. It's just being held by the dowels right now. I'm going to put this head on and then start the bolts and get them snugged up. Figure out the torque sequence, torque them down. This is definitely doable in the car. These things are heavy. If I had a tripod or something for the phone, I'd let you watch, but I don't, so you'll see the end. That's starting to look like an engine now. Got them just held on by the dowels. I'm going to go get the bolts, figure out the torque spec. All the bolt holes for the heads are blind holes, so you don't need any sealer for these on these 455s, at least the Buick ones. And so I'm going to go figure out the torque specs and all that. Just use the ARP lube. And this is a pretty good feeling. Been a long time. I got a bad habit of starting projects and something happens and I just never finish. And it's a pretty crummy habit. I don't like that I have that habit, but hopefully I can get this thing running soon. I can hear it already. This thing sounded really good, and it would spin a tire no problem. Heard something rustling. We got all these pears in the backyard from that tree. Little bunnies just decided to watch because my dogs are inside and the neighbor's dogs can't get here. Enjoy, bunny. Alrighty, YouTube. Got the heads on, got them torqued. I did 3 steps, starting at 50 foot-pounds, then 75, and then 100. ARP recommends to retorque them after the first run, after you get it up to operating temp. I'm toying with the idea of maybe just going through the sequence again tomorrow, let them settle overnight and go through the sequence again. I don't imagine it would hurt anything. We'll see what tomorrow brings. The beauty of working in old cars, you got plenty of room to just get up in there and get where you need to be, because 100 foot-pound ain't a lot, but when you're using your non-dominant hand and trying to push up from the fender of the car, it's quite a bit that way. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, put a cover on the engine, and got a little more homework to do tonight. And yeah, slowly coming together. This is a big milestone for me, though. Like I said, this has been years. I'm one sort of procrastinator. But yep, I got all these videos edited together tonight, posted. And yeah, let's see, is there anything else? 3 steps to torque them. Torque pattern is from the center out, So, you know, if you find yourself doing heads on anything, these are really easy. There's only 10 bolts on each side. And the long bolts are pretty self-explanatory where they go, as are the short bolts. And I had plenty of ARP lube left over. I was wondering whether or not I'd have enough left to do them all, but I did. So, yeah, maybe the next weekend I'll get the intake on. I'm going to probably take it to work and clean it in the solvent vat because it's pretty nasty. I'm going to change the water pump out on it. And, yeah. Well, so far that's the progress I've made.